Hey, happy 4th to you. My name is Mike Reed. I am coming at you with a video today. Just a little something quick. It's the holiday. I want to let you guys get back to what it is you were doing. But I come out here every Monday and Thursday. So I wanted to briefly come and provide some information to you. My name is Mike Reed. I'm a commercial appliance tech in Houston, Texas. And what I do is I come out and introduce the business to people who are interested in getting into it. Especially if you're already on the residential side, I present to you all the information that you need in order to make that leap from the residential side to the commercial side. Let's see what we got here. And I'd like to thank everybody for coming on board with me, hanging out on this holiday. All the new, let's see here. All the magazines came out for the industry. Let me show you what some of them look like. We got food service. All right, food service equipment magazine. All right, there we go. And these things keep you up to date on what's going on in the industry. Wilco Appliance, what's happening? Let me see what else we got. Putty, K Green, LED Handyman, what's going on? All right, so let me show you what this stuff looks like. Normally, I try my best to not just thumb through these articles and skim through, but I try my best to consume all this information. This tells you where the market is heading, all the different sections of it. This covers the different conventions and all that kind of stuff. McDonald's has their own convention for their franchise owners. Burger King has theirs. They address different things like that. They're talking about the design with locations and pubs. Just so you know, it is when you're on the side that I'm on, as far as Higgins, what's happening? As far as installs. So what you're gradually going to do is you're going to work your way into the repair. And when you try to go from cradle to grave, which is install, then the setup, startup, then you handle the regular operation, the regular quarterly maintenance or yearly maintenance, and then the eventual end of that usefulness of that appliance, where then you have to then remove it years down the line. You end up removing it and then starting the process all over with a new piece of equipment. So that is the name of the game. And different magazines such as this. So there are about 4 different magazines that cover the current trends. This is Atlas Metals. Atlas Metal was on following me on Instagram. They were on my live Monday. I do work for Atlas Metals, so they're advertiser for food equipment and supplies. Then I just so happen to get my Pizza Today magazine. Pizza Today. So I get about 3 or 4 pizza-centric magazines, and they cover various different parts of the industry. Some are more focused on the equipment. Others are focused on the direction that the business is going, employees, and then there's others that are heavily focused on the food. So as far as distributors, individual ingredients, they have their own conventions. And then you can go and see like this is talking about different things. PizzaCon. So PizzaCon 2024. Now these are not events that you would want to go to. They are focused on strictly about actually making the food and how it's made, different the variances in recipes and things like that, and the different styles. So let me shrink this a little bit more. They were talking about let's see here, just the ins and outs of the business, and all of this helps to shape and inform how you handle your business. So if you're focused on pizza restaurants, which you could be, this helps you spot the trends. And sometimes you are like, let's say if it's a Papa John's. So Papa Murphy's. So they go into depth into what's happening with some of these chains, how trends affect the different locations. So even if you are dealing with somebody like a Papa Murphy's, then you would know to pivot your business, right? You would know to spend more time with other clientele. You would then in turn not extend so much credit or give that location so much time to pay. You're going to scale back what you're going to do, and you would automatically know, hey, I'm not going to do this large style repair, because chances are they're probably going to shut down maybe this location or such things like that. And then things that are catching on, ones that you might want to jump on if they're growing. The more established players don't have the opportunity to jump on it. If they do, that means they're going to leave one of their clients in the lurch, and that's also something that you would take advantage of. So thank you. All right, so LED Handyman, he likes the advice. Just so you all know, this is on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, simultaneously broadcasting on all three platforms. So that is one of the pizza magazines that I get, and then Planet Laundry. And so this is one of the three laundry magazines that I get. All right, Planet Laundry magazine. Once again, these things help you to spot how the market is pivoting, where it's going, how it's pivoting, how quickly is it turning. We're currently in a growth phase with commercial laundry, with laundromats, with dry cleaners as such. And this really helps you to navigate how you're going to handle it if you're going to get involved with build outs. And build outs aren't just laundromats. Build outs are also places like PetSmart and other veterinarian style places, because they all use commercial laundry. Then not only that, you have hotels. Hotels will use a mix of commercial laundry equipment as well as residential pieces of equipment. And so magazines like Planet Laundry, they will help guide you with that. They tell you where, uh, what different training events are located, when and where those things are located. They handle different interviews with important people in the industry, and they talk about different brands. And then the brands are currently they're currently merging. So there's a lot of M&A going on the commercial side of laundry. In addition to that, you have a lot of new players on the commercial side of laundry that they see their opening. With all of these mergers, it has allowed for new players to come in, due to the fact that the existing players have tied up their funds with all these mergers. There's a lot of disorganization, a lot of confusion when you have these two companies coming together. During this point of confusion, you're able to have new brands come in and attract clientele. Because even in the business, say for like the Jabot North America, which is Continental. So Jabot had bought Continental, and then in their merger, they were then taken over by another company. So as you can see, oh, you can't see that. Sorry about that. So here you go. So let's see. So here is, I'll just show you the names. So Continental was a very old school name in commercial laundry. Then it was bought up by Jabot, and then LG went in and bought them. Once again, looking to grab a hold of their sales network, looking to get a hold of they already have labor on this side of things. Here's some of the large equipment for different companies that wash uniforms, towels and things for different hotels that outsource that kind of thing. And then like I said, LG. So LG now owns this whole thing, and it is utter confusion. So you try to buy a piece of equipment, and of course this dryer is American Dryer. So you try to buy a piece of equipment, and no one quite knows what to do. No one quite knows how you're going to buy the equipment. Then they're telling you to call this company, call that company, and then this merger, and that, it is a real S show. And eventually people just say hell with it, and they go ahead and try one of the new lines. And I've noticed that in my market, I've seen quite a bit of that. Quite a bit. So they have, and most of you haven't seen this kind of stuff, but yeah, they have so many different facets of this. Every manufacturer has their own style of laundromat that is all their equipment, and then they have their own financing and all that. So any way you go, there's a rabbit hole you can fall down. Any particular way you want to go. Frank, what's happening? What's going on? Happy 4th to all you. Let's see here. So those are just some of the three. This is some of the industry magazines that I get. I've spoken on it from time to time, but they have all the trade information in there. And then I haven't gotten my stuff from ISSA. Some of you have taken an interest in that. I think the next one is in November. Yeah, the next one is in November in Vegas. So I'll not probably, I'm going to this one. I missed the last one. All of this is commercial. Whichever way you gravitate, there's something that you can benefit from. So here's facility services. I go toward that way. And here's where you're going to find the equipment in relation to everything having to do with cleaning. And even more, they even go past cleaning. So it's not just chemicals, it is the dishwashers. It's not just chemicals in the dishwashers, it's floor buffers. Not just chemicals, floor buffers. It is also the chemical dosing for drains. The chemical, oh, you guys can't see that, sorry about that. The chemical dosing for all the items that are related to, here we go, everything related to the commercial side of things. So what we do is there are dosing machines that meter out an enzyme into the floor drain. You put that into the floor drain in a particular place to help break up the grease that ends up into the drains. That grease will block up the drainage system no matter where you are. Retirement home, grocery store, restaurant, any such facility, laundromat. You could put in these dosing machines, and they will meter out a specific dose in timed intervals within a 24-hour period, and that will help break up bacteria in your client's drains. So those are all different things that you learn about. They have workshops, all kind of fun stuff like that. All kind of interesting things that you have at the ISSA show. So those are things that you would want to look into as far as laundry, food service, pizza, and then ISSA, which covers them all. Let me see if I can find. So that covers them all. So let's see here. Oh, good. We've been on about 20 minutes. Here, I want to thank, I didn't get a chance to thank my contributor from last time, and that was Luke Miller. So thank you very much, Luke Miller. Appreciate it. And Mike, always much appreciated. So it is 3 days, the ISSA show. If you go to Vegas, it's going to be three days. And what I do when I go to the ISSA show is I get a chance to, that's my only chance to meet face to face with the different manufacturers that I deal with. So who's going to be at the ISSA show is the manufacturers from Jackson. Warewash is going to be there. Let me see if I can find a list of distributors. I'll just do this. So, and they're not, I don't know why they never put this stuff up on their list. But this is Jackson. So you see me do work on their piece of equipment. I just did one restaurant alone. They had 2 under-counter dishwashers, this HTE. So they had one in the back in the kitchen and the other one at the bar. And then I'm actually taking care of both of those dishwashers. So they're going to be there. I'm actually looking to purchase actually a conserver like this one. What I would then do once I get one of these units is I would then lease it to a restaurant or a school. Preferably, yeah, this is a low temp, and lease out a low temp like this, typically for about 175 uh, a month plus chemicals, which would be, you see the three here. You see the low temp detergent, uh, low temp sanitizer, and rinse aid. So about $200 a month. So if you do the math, hold on, let's see here. So if you do the math, let's do 200 a month. All right, times, let's do 36. So that's $7,200 that I'm looking to acquire from a client by having them lease a piece of equipment from me for 3 years. Now these don't. I'm looking to pick up an older unit, and then I just refurbish them and then put them out. That is a long term line of business that you get into, selling ice, leasing dishwashers, that type of thing. I don't get into leasing ice machines, especially not yet. But dishwashers is definitely one that I gravitate towards, especially low temp. So Jackson is going to be at the ISSA show. And this time of year, they don't put, as you see, they have 0 events listed. Not many people have events listed. Right now, FryMaster does. But that is for their experienced techs. So Huntington Beach, California, the end of this month, July 23rd or the 24th. So if you're in Huntington Beach, get a hold of FryMaster, and then you can go to that class. Let me see if so at ISSA show, you're gonna have CMA. So CMA is going to be there. So all of these, like, this is what you primarily see me service the most out of all brands out there is CMA. Vast majority of units. I'm currently juggling about 6 CMAs right now, trying to get them nursed back to health after these clients have neglected them so badly. And they never, as you see here, they only have online training, and it's all videos. They don't have any type of in-person whatsoever. Nothing but videos. But if you can call them, you can get signed up with them. They're very guarded. When you go to the ISSA show, you're able to meet with these people face to face. So they have all the videos that they provide training with. They're all pretty dated, but they have them there. So Jackson is there. Let me see here. Champion Dish. Champion is going to be there. You see me services, moderate amount. This is like 4th in line that I take care of, and it's usually going to be one of these suckers. It's usually going to be an undercounter. But this is why I go. I go to meet with these people, strengthen my relationship with these different manufacturers. And then you have different ones like Dawn. Palmolive. Hold on one second. So Palmolive has been extremely difficult for me to get a hold of. And see, anything when Palmolive comes up, it just comes up. Here we go. Palmolive is primarily coming up with Ecolab. Everything is coming up with Ecolab, and that's very strange. But Palmolive is using Jackson dishwashers. but I haven't been able to get through to anybody. But once I go to places like the ISSA show, I definitely will be able to get in. And so you see other people leasing dishwashers. It's a whole market to itself. See, they're leasing dishwashers, they're leasing ice machines. Those are the two, because these are what people are requesting the most from you. As Frank knows, look, you're going to have people asking for air conditioning service, you're going to have people asking for dishwasher service, and you're going to have people asking for ice machine. Those are the top three that any location is going to ask you about. Movie theater, schools, hospitals. That is what everyone wants. Everyone's asking about. They want to know about that kind of stuff. So your whole business can just be leasing dishwashers, leasing ice machines, and then selling ice. And honestly, that is more in the way that I'm leaning towards. So let me see what else they got. All right, but I know you guys aren't really dishwasher people or laundry people. So what I'm going to do is, hold on one second. Oh, let's see here. I think the ice machine training should start coming back around. At least, if not by the end of this month, then hopefully by the middle of next month, we're going to start to see the training dates pop back up. Now, this is going to say, let's see here. You're going to start to see the training dates pop back up. The closer we get to the kids going back to school is when you're going to start to see this stuff come up. So yeah, so Hoshizaki still hasn't added to their stuff. Yeah, they're still dealing with Mexico. Let me see. Istro. Let me see if Istro has anything. I'll probably have to call for you guys and see what kind of schedule that they're going to put together for the training program. Let them know that there is a need. So here it is right here. They have the list for what you would go by as far as what components are going to take, the time it's going to take. So you see right here, they say a pressure switch, you're looking at 2.5 hours. This way you can dole out your estimates. So this is this is air conditioning season. But when that weather starts to moderate, when it starts to temper, you're going to start to get your ice machine calls going. And once again, these are the things you're going to use to help you get a better result with dealing with your customer on ice machines. You want to use your own pricing, but you want to go by the time that the manufacturers say each item takes to service. So compressor, they say 3.5 hours. You know, all these guys are running around and say, oh yeah, I do a compressor in 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Well, they're saying it should take almost 4 hours. So by the time you finish loading up all your stuff onto the site, prepping everything, you're well over 3.5 hours. You're into 4.5 hours on the job. And that same thing goes for the evaporator. 1.5 hours for the circuit board, or for any switch. So they're pretty generous with that. Now, the reason why I bring this up is if you tell a customer that it's 1.5 hours to do that, the factory is going to agree with you. hands down, no problem whatsoever. The factory is going to back you up on whatever time you give that is from their actual schedule. And every manufacturer has it. So even Istro has it, Scotsman has it, Hoshizaki has it. They all do. Let me see here if Scotsman Ice has anything. And I am going to, yeah, Scotsman has a lot of new pieces of equipment that are rolling out. Let's see here. And I don't see, let's see here, news and events. Yeah, no upcoming events. No, we don't have anything. So they don't have anything coming up just yet. So I will keep you updated. As soon as these things come up, as soon as they come up with a new list, you all will be the first to know. I'll definitely put it out there and start to talk about it. But it hasn't hit just yet. Yeah, so you won't start to see anything until October. Oh, they're even gonna do cold draft. They're even gonna do cold draft in, oh, that's for Canadians. So yeah. So Canada is gonna start in October. Oh, you guys can't see that. Hold on a second. So you're gonna have Scotsman and cold draft stuff. Anybody here ever worked on cold draft? Or even know what cold draft is? Let me show you guys what the hell cold draft is. And for those of you that are familiar with cold draft, Scotsman now owns cold draft, and no, they haven't changed anything. They haven't changed anything. So now this is about the third or the fourth time cold draft has been bought and sold. And still, no one has changed anything. They haven't changed the springs. They haven't changed the float system. Nothing. And cold draft is a very old brand. They actually phased out a couple of models and decided to just keep it moving. So they've integrated let me show you. They've integrated the cold draft website with the Scotsman. So this is Scotsman's system. This is the same template that they use for their equipment. So all the manuals are here for cold draft. So you don't have to worry about it. All that stuff is here. These are all very old school design units, but people love that square 2-inch cube, and cold draft has the patent on that 2-inch cube. I have some people that follow me on the other side of the globe, and they called me some time ago asking me how to get the ice machine that they owned to do the cold draft ice cube. And I had to break it to them that nothing they were able to do, there's no modification you could do on a regular chill plate style ice machine that is going to get you a cold draft custom ice cube. And the reason why they wanted that is you can get about between you get between $1.50 and $2 for a craft ice cube. It is a big thing. So much so that one of our local liquor companies is selling it. Ready Ice sells it, the large cocktail premium. So it's called a premium cube, that 12-inch cube. And every whiskey aficionado wants that one. So they want that or that sphere. So this is the size 2x2. Not even the Hoshizaki S5000 is a 2-inch cube. It is a 1.75 cube because legally they can't make it a 2-inch cube. So that couple was calling me to get their ice machine to do it, and they were not pleased at all that I told them that no feat of engineering was going to get the brand of ice machine that they owned to make a 2-inch cube. So this is Hoshizaki's claim to fame, which is the 500S, the HS 500. Yeah, IM 500. It gets you this style of cube. Let's see if they're showing it. Let me go back. Let me see if it'll come up. No, well, it's stackable. There we go. There's the cubes over here. So these cubes are 1.75. They are not 2-inch. Oh, here we go. So one side is 1 inch, and then another is 1 1/4. So unfortunately, this comes close, but it doesn't quite meet the same standards that the hard spirits crowd is looking for. They actually want that 2-inch cube. It melts much slower than even this Hoshizaki cube. All right, and I am going to take a few questions, and if not, I'm going to wrap this up, and I will see you guys on Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. And I just want to thank you guys for coming, hanging out with me. And let's see here. And I have some good information for you guys on Monday. Things that are going to help you get going in the business. Just so you know, this is the time of year that you are supposed to gain new customers. So I'll help you guys with searching the health department websites and things like that. We'll probably do that on Monday. And with that, I hope you guys have a good evening.
Whip up my appetite.